Hello, welcome to another episode of Help, I Hate My Voice. So today we're going to talk about your soft palate. So basically this video is for you if you find that your voice is very nasally. Nasally is not the same as bright, so we're going to do a test later and you'll be able to tell if this nasally thing relates to you. Some people say nasally when they just mean like really teeny or really like really bright, really sort of irritating to the ears. So basically where the soft palate is if you can feel the roof of your mouth, feel the roof of your mouth with your tongue. Now as you go back, you'll find that it's not as hard. It's like at the back there, it's like a soft little fleshy bit. That's your soft palate. So it's an extension of the roof of your mouth. And basically it's a gateway. So it controls where the air flows and it also controls like food and water and stuff so that if you're eating or drinking, it's not going to go up your nose. So it has a few functions. So it helps you control where you're breathing, whether you're breathing through your mouth or your nose. It helps keep your food and drink out of your nasal passage. And then it also assists with forming language, forming words. So basically when your soft palate is all the way up, you're going to be breathing all through your mouth. So it's blocking your nasal passage. When your soft palate is all the way down, it's blocking your mouth and you're only going to be breathing through your nose. So try that with your mouth open. Breathe through your nose. And you might actually feel that the soft palate has formed a seal with the back of your tongue. So that even though your mouth is open, there's no air coming through it. That's your soft palate. And now we're going to do the opposite. So breathing all through your mouth, no breath coming through your nose. And you might feel that your soft palate has formed a seal around the back of your nasal passage there. Cool. So that's basically what it is. So it's got three basic settings. It's a continuum, but basically it can go down to put all the air through your nose, up to put all the air through your mouth, and then it can be in mid-position, so the air is traveling both through your nose and your mouth. So say the phrase with me, many men making money. In that one phrase, your soft palate is moving a lot. So on the sound, it's all coming through your nose, all the air, and on the open vowel sounds, it's either coming through both your mouth and your nose or just your mouth. So just say that with me, many men making money. And now, this is the test to see if there's air coming out of your nose. And don't worry, there should be. When you're saying this phrase, you will get some air coming out of your nose. So we're going to pinch your nostrils, and if you do have sound coming through your nostrils, you're going to notice a change in the tone. So just do this with me. Many men making money. So you can hear the change in the tone, right? As I'm blocking the sound that's trying to come through my nose. Do it with me. Many men making money. So that's what we call the pinch test. That's how you can tell if your tone is nasally. Like I said, it's meant to be nasally when you do that. But now what we're going to do is we're just going to use the sounds and gi to practice flipping our soft palate all the way up and all the way down. So when you're doing the sound, your soft palate is blocking your mouth and all the sound's coming through your nose. When you're doing the gi part, it flips up, blocking your nose, all the sound travels through your mouth. So just do this with me and see if you can feel inside your soft palate moving. So we go. Gi, 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 gi. So you might feel your tongue moving a little bit, but hopefully you're also feeling it form a seal with your soft palate. So keep going. Gi, gi, gi. So you can check at this point as well that your soft palate is flipped up properly. When you do that gi sound, you shouldn't hear anything coming through your nose. So if you go like this, gi, 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 you shouldn't hear any change in your tone. If you are hearing a change in your tone, you might need to hit the G sound harder. Gi, gi, gi. That'll help flip the soft palate up. So once you've gotten good at that, take your time with it. But once you've gotten good at that, we're going to do it again, but this time silently. Put your mind's eye to the back of your throat here and see if you can feel the soft palate moving up and down. So silently, we're going to say gi. Here we go. So hopefully you can start to be vaguely aware of where your soft palate is and what it's doing. Keep going. Good. So So if you have an issue with air traveling through both your mouth and your nose, you'll be able to tell using the pinch test. So we're going to pick a high note, because that's usually where the nasal starts to come through. So let's do this note. So whatever's comfortable for you, if you've got a low voice, you might pick this note or even this note. If you've got a high voice like mine, we're going to sing this note. Here we go. So we're going to sing an E sound, and just do the pinch test and see if you've got air coming through your nose. Here we go. So if you do have air coming through your nose, you will have noticed it already. It'll sound like this. It's really hard to lower your soft palate on purpose. It's like trying to sing wrong on purpose. I don't know if you can hear it, but there is a slight change in my tone as the air that's trying to get through my nose is being blocked off. So if you have noticed that that is an issue for you, then we're going to do an exercise to correct that. If you couldn't tell or you don't think you have a problem with that, maybe keep doing the soft palate awareness exercise anyway. It's just a really good thing to be aware of. Just the gi, and then silent. But for those of you who do want to correct it, we're going to do it together. So we're going to go like this. Gi, 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 gi. Just like that. And on each gi, you can do a quick pinch test. Here we go. Gi, 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 gi. Good. One more. Gi, 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 gi. Good. One more. And then we'll switch to just gis to help keep the soft palate really hooked up. Here we go. Gi, 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 gi. Very good. Okay. So if you feel like you're starting to get the hang of moving your soft palate up and down at your will, we're now going to move to just doing scales, just saying gi. And again, hit the g sound really hard, and that's going to help keep the soft palate up. So we go. Gi, 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 gi. Then at the top, we're going to hold the long note and just do a pinch test. Here we go. Gi, 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 gi. And down. Gi, 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 gi. Good. Gi, 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 gi. You can pinch test the whole way. And you were not able to keep your soft palate up for the gi part, that just means that you've got to go back to the spoken gis. So do it spoken and then do it silently. What you're trying to do is just gain awareness first. So you can't control it if you're not aware of it. So go back to the spoken thing, do it silently. When you're really, really confident with that step, move on to this. And that's all I've got to say about the soft palate. So yeah, the other thing is when you bring it to repertoire, so a phrase like, say, I don't know, gosh, now I can't think of a song. So let's just take Fly Me to the Moon, right? Fly me to the moon. You've got me and then moon. They're both sounds that are going to bring your soft palate down. So if you do the pinch test while you're saying a phrase like that, you are going to notice the sound traveling through your nose, but that is not a bad thing. That is meant to happen. But if you have a problem with nasality, what I suggest that you do is ditch the lyrics for a bit and just do and once you feel comfortable doing that, then you can bring the words back so that your soft palate will flip down for the and sounds, but then we'll be able to flip back up for the open vowel shapes. Gee, it's a little bit of a complex topic, the old soft palate. I might make another video about it soon, but just let me know if you have any questions. I really hope that was helpful, and I hope that you fall in love with your voice because I'm sure it is beautiful. Thank you.